Hi, my name is Emily. I am a faithful follower of Christ, and I am addicted to sugar, flour, and binging, which means I have a brain that is diseased. I have a disease, which just simply means a part of the body that's not working as designed. When I stopped following a certain diet program that I was following, I didn't know what terms to use to describe the meals that I eat. I was no longer calling them a certain word, so I thought, what will I call them? And I decided to call them prescribed. These are my prescribed meals because I believe God has prescribed this way of eating for me, not to me. Mom, I'm going to give you a hard time here. My mom, I'm going to throw you under the bus. What am I going to do? It's not going to be nice. Whatever it is, you're not going to like it. Oh, Mommy, I love you. My mom said prescribed. Ooh, she said that kind of makes me think of the word medicine. That's exactly what it is. Medicine. One definition of the word medicine is the science or the practice of diagnosing, treating, and preventing disease. Doesn't that sound good? To diagnose it, treat it, and prevent it. Medicine is a good thing. I have a special place in my heart for medication, for medicine. Years ago, my brain was malfunctioning in a way that it took professional help. I needed professional help. There are people that don't believe that the brain can malfunction, which doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that every organ of our body could malfunction, but the most complicated and complex one. Of course it can. And some people want to say, I'm going to pray to God and He's going to heal me. And a lot of times He does, with great doctors and medication. So I consider all the medication that I have been fortunate enough, the health care that I've been fortunate enough to receive over the years, to be a gift. I'm grateful for it. So I have a very positive connotation with the word medicine. And I want to take my medicine as prescribed. And to call this way of eating prescribed implies that there is a prescriber, the great healer. There's so many verses about God being the great healer. Psalm 147:2. He heals the brokenhearted and bandages their wounds. Exodus 15:26. For I am the Lord who heals you. Let's try this again. Psalm 147:2. For He heals the brokenhearted and bandages their wounds. Exodus 15:26. For I am the Lord who heals you. Jeremiah 30:17, I will give you back your health and heal you. Okay, you all got to see one blooper, but there was like 48. Where was I? Ah, yes, medicine. I am grateful for the medicine that I receive, and I am making this video to share that I really do see this way of eating as prescribed to me and for me. More and more. And God has let me take a break from it here and there, and it's been confusing to me because when I pray and I get His blessing or permission to veer from it, I come back and tell my husband, I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure God had me veer from it so that I could see that I don't want to veer from it. It's as if my Father in heaven gave me 2 packs of cigarettes and said, go for it, smoke them in an hour, every last one of them. I actually went into a gas station yesterday and prayed to God. Oh, it was on my way home from Thomas's surgery, which was a 12-hour deal. And by the end, I had talked to so many people, and I was just like cross-eyed, and they were giving me so much information. I was like, got it. Okay, I got it. All right, I'm good. I got it. I got home. My video today, I talk about it. Today's video, I talk about ending up in shock. By the time I got home, I had received so much stimuli I could not process anymore. I put myself to bed at 6:30. But when we were on our way home, I had packed my lunch I had not packed my mid-afternoon meal, and I stopped at a gas station and prayed to God and asked him, you tell me, what do you want me to go in here and get? And I believe he gave me the answer. Anything you want. And I was like, really? Okay. But I can now just imagine him smiling, because what's happening is Ephesians 4:22 through 24, that transformation's taking place because my desires are changing. My God-given desires from the inside out, my desires are changing. Ephesians 4:22 through 24 says, put off the old self that's being corrupted by your deceitful desires full of deceit. Sugar and flour and binging they offer empty promises. So I went into that gas station thinking I was going to get, I don't know what, no sugar, no flour, but I was just going to get some food. And I walked around that store and I was almost disappointed. What I wanted was a banana and some cashews. And I went ahead and got popcorn and called it my grain. And I left there and realized he has been at work in me. He has been at work allowing me to experience a bit of what the world has to offer, and I don't want it. So I came home still in shock, so confused. There was no dopamine being released. I felt depressed. I love the quote, it's darkest before dawn. I've lived this life long enough to know that when it gets dark, look at that, the sun is shining. I've done this long enough. I've walked with Jesus long enough to know that when he allows me to get sort of tangled up or in this dark place, that there is absolutely a light around the corner. I've seen it over and over. There's a pattern. He's at work in me. So when I put myself to bed at 6:30 and slept till 5:30, in those 11 hours, he restored my brain. But right before that, I went to the kitchen and I didn't know what to eat. I was so confused. I could barely function. And I just took out a plate and set it on the scale and started adding 14 ounces of cooked vegetables that I had. And immediately dopamine was being released. The same way dopamine's released when we check off something off our to-do list. When you do that check mark and you check. I put 14 ounces of vegetables on that plate, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, and 2 ounces of cheese, heated it up. It's the picture that you'll see on tonight's video if you watch it. And I was amazed at the breakthrough. The depression was gone. It dissipated like a cloud, like the fog in the morning. It was gone. And I still humbly asked my husband, that's one of my 5 focuses. I talked about the focuses in yesterday's videos. Today is the 24th, so it would have been the 23rd. I talked about 2 goals and 5 focuses. And one of them is to humbly ask for help. And I did. And my husband came home and put the kids to bed. I put myself to bed and woke up this morning refreshed and renewed. So I'm sharing all this with you all to share that I absolutely believe that this way of eating is prescribed. In fact, it's my medicine. That's it. I love you dearly. I would like to show you right out here when I talk about fog dissipating. I can see fog a lot of mornings in this field of cattle out my kitchen window that's right there. It's beautiful, and before we leave for school in the morning, it's usually gone. So hang in there. If there's a fog in your life, if there's a fog in your brain, by the grace of God, I believe it will eventually dissipate. Hang in there. Keep moving forward. Also, I have 2 fluffy little cows, 2 fluffy little calves over here. These are our bottle calves, and they're extra fluffy right now because it's getting cold out. I'd like to show them to you, and for my video tonight, the November 24th video, I'm gonna get a cute picture of them, and that'll be my thumbnail. So, I love you all dearly. Let's go see some calves. Hello. They have gotten fluffy. Come here, Patrick. That one's name is Patrick. I don't know what this one's name is. Come here. Come over here. I'll bet this will get your attention. You want some grain? There, come get a little bit. Look how fluffy. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Patrick. You have anything you want to say? So that's it on this video. I love you all dearly. I wanted to share that I do see this as medicine, a way to diagnose, treat, and prevent disease. I'm grateful for it, and I'll speak for myself. I'm going to take my medicine as prescribed. I love you all dearly. We'll talk again soon. Bye.